Welcome to Auntie K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day.
Hi, and welcome to Auntie K's. We are here today to do a video that is possibly long overdue. I've talked about my original tarot decks being decks I didn't deeply connect with, and there was a number of decks prior to me starting to collect them that I don't have them anymore. They came, they went, and I'm going to talk about those decks. I have found pictures of them online. They're all mass market decks, and they were easy to find online. One had a slight name change, but otherwise they were easy to find online. So before we get into this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out my description box for all my links. Participate in my Discord channel, which is our small tarot community with safe space. Continue to subscribe so you can catch all my YouTube videos, and check out my website where you can book readings with me. All right, let's get into this. The first and the last deck to come into my collection prior to collecting decks was the Tarot Sutra. In both times it was gifted to me. So the first time was in 2008, and it was from my mentor who was teaching me tarot. The cards basically just look like tarot cards. Essentially, they're totally a Rider-Waite-Smith clone, and there's just what's extra about them is the guidebook and the words on it. I do not connect with like clone decks, and so that wasn't the deck for me. And so then I was gifted the Casa Tarot, which is what it's currently called. That one took a moment to find, because I'm pretty sure that when I got it, it was like the Tarot of Casanova, but it's the same images, and then we have very sexual pictures. I was like, so about this deck. This deck, I liked it more than the other. I worked with this deck. This was the first one I worked with. I was taught by a friend, and I tend to gloss over, I was gifted my first deck, but that's not the only way I do tarot. And it's wonderful that it's more accessible to more people nowadays with like books and internet in abundance and easier to find. So I'm all for that. So the next one I got, so those were both in 2008. So the next one I got was the Morgan Greer Tarot. And I was like, but it was pretty, but like, there was something about it. I know lots of people like it. I get it. It's pretty. They're cute, but it wasn't really my deal. And then I was gifted the Minara Erotic Tarot. So I got both of those decks in 2010, and I like the Minara Erotic Tarot. I ended up needing to replace it because I had preteen children and early teen children, and these erotic cards disappeared. So then, but they lasted a while because I didn't get another deck till 2014. And so they lasted a while before, they disappeared. So in 2014, I bought myself the Celestial Tarot. Yes, all the sexy tarots keep getting gifted to me because that's my medicine. So that's how that went. So I bought myself the Celestial Tarot. I like this deck because the like representations, human representations of the astrological figures in a language I spoke really, really well, astrology, helped make the quartz and majors click for me. So the Celestial Tarot is a deck that helped make the quartz and majors click for me. But I also had an infant, and as that infant grew and began to crawl and toddle, some cards went missing, and I had to replace that deck. So I got the Harmonious Tarot. So some of these decks, like, they have tokenized representation of diversity. There's like one or two people of color in some of these decks. And that was the best I was getting at the time. And it frustrated me and disappointed me. But at the same time, I was happy to have one or two. It was frustrating. It was also, it was frustrating. And it was a large part of my disconnect from this deck. Because, you know, in this time period, I was heavily involved in having these discussions in other realms. But tarot seemed so tone deaf at this time, or at least what I was able to find and be exposed to. So then, in 2018, I get gifted the Tarot Sutra again. I passed that one on to one of my adult children. I passed that one on and continued to use the Harmonious Tarot until I got the next World Tarot. And that's when I began curating a collection and not just moving from one deck to the next without like a real significant connection. And so that, folks, is my early tarot deck journey that, you know, has been missing from the story for people. So there it is.